having a fabulous day. So I don't have any sort of script or anything for this video, but I felt like it was time that I sat and chatted with you guys again because it's been a little while since I did that. So my Disney College program is officially over. It ended almost a month ago now. It's been a little while and we'll talk. But it's been over for a couple weeks now, and I thought I would do a little program wrap up for you guys. Just kind of talking about my experience this time around, what I enjoyed, what I didn't enjoy as much, and just give y'all a little update. So my program officially ended on May 25th, 2015. Oh my God, not what? Where are we in the time zone, girl? 2017. We're in 2017. It's fine. My program officially ended on May 25th, 2017. I had my last day of work on the 23rd, and I am excited to be done. I did enjoy this program. There were a lot of really great aspects to it, but it was definitely a lot more challenging than my first time around. It's definitely showed me a different side to the Walt Disney Company. Nothing bad, because obviously there are plenty of wonderful things I could say about the Walt Disney Company. I love it so much, and I hope to go back as soon as I can. But it was definitely different. You guys saw me with my first program. I was having the time of my life. I had time to play in the parks a lot. I got to experience a lot of fun things with Disney. I enjoyed my job so much. And this time around was definitely a little bit different. So, as many of you know, I worked in attractions this time around. And I worked in Magic Kingdom and Fantasyland at Peter Pan's Flight and It's a Small World. Two very beloved attractions, two classics, two originals. It was amazing getting to work at these attractions that have been in the parks and haven't really been touched that much since the parks opened when they opened. It was a lot of fun working at these attractions. The atmosphere of the attractions themselves was great because it's an attraction that anybody can go on. It's, it's suited for families, it's suited for kids, and that was why I loved working for Disney, was working with families and working with kids. And overall, I was really excited when I found out I was going to be working at these attractions. Now, my first couple weeks of training were really great. I got trained and I started my shifts and everything was going pretty well. I was having, relatively easy weeks, typically like 35 to 40 hours. 2 days off every week. I, was not having crazy shifts. I was enjoying being around the guests, and it was just a lot of fun the first little bit. Then we got into the busier season. The busier season was crazy. Easter time was packed. We started getting later shifts. We started getting longer shifts. We started having less days off. We typically had about anywhere from like 50 to 60 hours during that time, and that was supposed to happen for like a couple weeks, and then we were told, oh yeah, we're going to be going back to normal, it'll be fine. So those couple weeks I was pretty much working 10-hour shifts or longer every single day. I remember the week of Easter, I believe I had 4 shifts that were all, my shifts like every day that week were 2:15 to 12:45. 10 hours long in the afternoon. Extra Magic Day was 4:15 to 2:45. And my body doesn't do well when I don't have a lot of sleep. So I was struggling a little bit, but making it through. I was like, we're going to come out on the other side. We're just going to have a couple weeks with 6 days and all these crazy hours. It'll be fine. So then we had a lot of people in my location who left the company or went to different areas in the company, and all for really good reasons. We had a couple people, we had one person go out to Disneyland. There were a couple people who transferred to other areas in the company, or a lot of people who went to Pandora, which was very exciting for all of them. I was super happy that they got to experience new things, and we didn't get anybody new. So we ended up being short, close to maybe 10 people, 11 people by the end. and we kept getting 6-hour or 6-day weeks with lots and lots of hours. It was constantly, you know, 10, 11, 12, 13-hour shifts, and 6 days a week, and it was just very, very overwhelming. And I had a hard time with that because, you know, I wanted to be able to have fun and play in the parks, and I had some days where I started later and I was able to do that, but at the same time, I was looking for a new job. I would have loved to use Transfer Genie and transfer to another area in the company when my program was up. Unfortunately, I had too many points because of injuries and illnesses and other things that happened to transfer. So I was in the process of looking for a job outside of the company, which meant that in any of the little bits of spare time that I had, I was applying and interviewing and going different places to check things out, and it was a lot. And I was looking for an apartment in the area, and I was very, very overwhelmed. I had a lot of days where I was very, very anxious. I was dreading going to work, knowing that I was tired and I wasn't prepared to handle the guests. That's another thing. We're going to sidebar for a minute. So Peter Pan and Small World are wonderful rides. Small World, I loved working. It was very easy. Never went more than like a 40-minute wait. People were usually always happy in there. It was great. Now, Peter Pan was a different story. So that ride, if you go to Disney, I'm sure you know, that ride always has a long wait. And the main reason is because we only have 28 boats going at a time that seat 3 people. Because the ride is so short, there's not enough room to put in any more boats than that. Well, we have a lot of people who want to enjoy this attraction because it is a classic. And we get a lot of fast passes. And in attractions, and I will explain this a little bit more because I'm hoping to do an in-depth attractions video for Peter Pan and It's a Small World specifically. We have a ratio that every attraction in the parks has to follow. So it's for every 1 standby person, we have to let in 4 fast pass people. So if we have a party of 5 in standby, we have to let in 20 fast pass. Doesn't seem so bad. Well, when you are getting, you know, up to a phase 3 with the lines, which means that for every 1 standby person, you have to take 10 fast pass people, and you are at a constant phase 3, and you have a party of, say, 10 from standby, you have to take 100 from fast pass. And that makes the standby people not very happy. And they like to get angry and scream at you. And that was hard for me. I don't do well with confrontation. I don't do well with people. Most people don't do well with people yelling at them, but that was really hard for me to deal with. So all of these things combined to where I was having a really hard time getting myself to go to work. I was struggling to find the motivation or even any enjoyment in going to work. The only thing that made it better were my coworkers. I had some wonderful, wonderful coworkers who understood what I was going through and were able to help me get through it with jokes and complaining and food. And I was very, very blessed that I had some really, really great CPs and then full-time and part-time as well coworkers to work with. So anyway, I don't want to gripe and gripe and gripe, but it was a hard time, and I learned a lot. I learned how to be strong when people are yelling at you. I learned how to stand up for myself. I learned a lot about hard work since I never really had a job that pushed me to my limits before. I learned how to treat people better than they're treating me. And ultimately, I learned how to deal with all sorts of different people. In my other jobs that I've had in the past, I have gotten to deal with mostly happy people and people who are enjoying their day. And I know that that's not always the case. Things happen. And it taught me a lot about guest recovery and turning things around to make sure that people leave with a smile on their face, and ultimately just trying to make guests as happy as I could. But that is in the past. I did enjoy some fun times. As you've seen, I did not have a lot of time to make videos because I really was not going to the parks that much, which is why it's pretty much been like one video every week or so of me and Nathan's trip. But I have a few more videos left of like random vlogs. There's one from the second trip that Nathan made down here to visit me. There are a couple coming from a trip that I went on with my old friend Michelle from my last college program. Those are going to be coming up soon. And I'm hoping to have some other fun things for you guys, some collections like my pins and my mugs and maybe my Tsum Tsums. And like I said, I want to do an attractions overview of Peter Pan and It's a Small World. But I am no longer with Disney right now, so the Disney vlogs, once they're all posted, probably won't be coming for a little while. But I am hoping that I'll be able to get back soon. I do have a job right now and I am loving it so far. I am working at the Orlando World Center Marriott and I am doing recreation. So sort of similar to what I did on my first college program. I am helping with activities and kids camps and that sort of thing. I also am in charge of keeping the deck clean and looking pretty and keeping guests happy and renting sports equipment and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So I am really enjoying that, and it is a good filler while I hope to get back to Disney, but who knows? I may find that I love Marriott and I may end up making enough money to get an annual pass. We'll see. But hopefully, I mean, I know I'll get back to Disney some way. So I hope to have some more videos for you guys soon. If any of you are even still watching. I don't know if you are. But if you are, thank you. And thank you for putting up with me during this crazy time and listening to me babble on and on and on. And I hope you learned something from this video about just how crazy attractions is. I don't know. I just wanted to get this out and put it out there and tell you that Disney is amazing and I love Disney, and Disney will always be there with opportunities and with great things, but there are hard parts to it as well. And if you can overcome those hard parts and make it through and stick to it, not quit, not back down, then hopefully Disney will be coming in the future. And I guess I'll leave you guys with that. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.